Hi everybody, how was my last tutorial part about the office supplies in the German language? Do comment in the comment section. Now in this tutorial part, we will look at some main office equipment and office related words that we use. So let's have a look. The office equipment is a compound noun in the German language called die Büroeinrichtung, and it is made up of das Büro, which is the office, and die Einrichtung, which is the equipment or the furnishing. So the equipment or furnishing of the office. Then a word is das Wort in plural die Wörter. So words related to the office. So let's first look at the office equipment. Der Laptop, die Laptops. And note that this word has been taken from the English language and written in German like the English language and pronounced similarly. And in the same way, we have der Computer, die computers. Again, taken from the English language and written similarly in German, but pronounced slightly differently because the C is pronounced like K in German. Computer. Then we have der Bildschirm, singular, die Bildschirme, plural. This is a compound noun once again made up of das Bild, which is the photo or the painting or the picture even, and der Schirm, which is the cover. So der Bildschirm refers to the screen of a computer, of a laptop, or even of a TV. And note that if you do not use the word Bild before Schirm, then simply der Schirm means in German the umbrella. Das Handy, die Handys. Now this looks like an English word handy, but has nothing similar with that word because das Handy is the mobile, die Maus, singular, die Mäuse, plural, refers to the mouse device, but also to the animal mouse. So like in English, we have the mouse, which refers to the device and the animal. In the same way we have in German the mouse referring to the device and the animal. Der Drucker, die Drucker, the printer. Der Kopierer, die Kopierer, the photocopier. Der Scanner, scanner, the scanner. Once again we have the word taken from the English and written and pronounced similarly in the German language. And the plural forms of these three words, Drucker, Kopierer, and scanner, are written the same way as the singular forms. Then we have das Telefon, die Telefone, the landline telephone this time. Das Faxgerät or das Telefax if it's a machine with the combination of telephone and fax facility. Plural die Faxgeräte or die Telefaxe. Both these nouns are compound nouns in German made up of das Fax, which is the fax, and das Gerät, which is the device. In the same way, Telefax is made up of das Telefon, das Fax. So it becomes das Telefax. So now let's look at some office-related words. SMS and email are taken from the English language and written similarly in German and also pronounced die SMS, die email. But note that in German, SMS does not have a plural. So what I mean is that in singular form, we will use the article die, the SMS, or a SMS, eine SMS, but we will not use any definite or indefinite article in the plural. So SMS remains as it is in the plural form. But singularly, the email, plural, the emails with the S. And let's just quickly look at a typical German email that has the subject line der Betreff, which shows der Termin, which is the appointment. Sabine is probably the secretary of Mrs. Körner, and she is informing her that Mrs. Körner has just one appointment today, and apparently an important appointment. Then we have das Formular, singular, die Formulare, plural, which refers to the form and any form in German. Then The last noun for this tutorial part is die Rechnung, singular, die Rechnungen, plural, which is the invoice. But note that Rechnung can have other meanings too. It can refer to the bill that you give in the restaurant, and also it refers to the bill that you give in the form of, for example, the rent or the water bill or the gas bill, etc. So there were a lot of office related vocabulary that I covered with you in the first part and in this tutorial part. In the last part, we will look at a basic dialogue between two colleagues. So that was all for today. Do stay updated for part 3 of this tutorial. Thank you.